Have you ever thought that the little nut you believe is a superfood for your heart and brain might actually be making your body more tired every single day? Many people after the age of 60 start adding walnuts to their breakfast because they hear that it improves memory, supports heart health, and even helps them feel younger from the inside out. But just a few weeks later, they begin to notice bloating, indigestion, or that heavy feeling in the stomach without understanding why. Some even gain weight, even though they are eating healthy. I have met hundreds of patients like this during my more than 20 years of practice. They all have one thing in common: they are eating the right food but in the wrong way. That made me realize that the problem is not the walnut itself, it is how the aging body reacts to it. After 60, our digestive system, liver, and nutrient absorption no longer work the way they used to. A habit that once helped you at 40 can quietly slow down your health at 70 without you even realizing it. So in today's video, I will help you uncover 5 silent mistakes most older adults make when eating walnuts. And more importantly, how to turn this little nut from a potential risk into a natural remedy that strengthens your heart, your brain, and your energy again. Stay with me until the end, because just one small change in your daily habit can transform how your body absorbs and uses the incredible nutrients inside this nut for many years to come. Why healthy foods can backfire after 60. After 60, our bodies begin to function in a very different way, quietly but noticeably. The digestive enzymes that once worked powerfully now slow down. The liver takes longer to process fats, and the list of medications you take each day may affect how well you absorb nutrients. Here is what surprises many people. Things that work perfectly for you at 40 can overwhelm your body at 70. It is not because those foods suddenly became unhealthy, it is because your body has changed. Your digestive system, hormones, and metabolism become more delicate and sensitive. A small mistake in timing or portion size can easily disrupt the balance your body depends on. I always tell my patients this: the issue is not the food, it is how your body at this stage of life responds to it. And I completely understand that feeling. You eat healthy, you take your supplements, you avoid fried foods, you do everything by the book, yet your body still does not feel as light or energetic as before. It is not that you are doing something wrong. It is simply that small details like timing, combination, and storage matter more than ever after 60. Once you understand and adjust those small details, you will rediscover stable energy, clearer memory, and the sense of vitality you thought was gone. Mistake number 1. Eating too many at once when healthy becomes too heavy. One of the most common things I see in my older patients is the belief that if a little is good for me, then more must be even better. And walnuts are the perfect example of that thinking. Most people know walnuts are rich in heart-healthy fats, omega-3 fatty acids, and plant-based protein. But few realize that a small portion is all your body really needs to benefit. When you eat too many, even of the good fats, your digestive system after 60 simply cannot process them all at once. According to nutrition data from the United States Department of Agriculture, just 7 walnut halves, about 1 ounce or roughly 28 grams, contain around 185 calories and 18 grams of fat. That is nearly 1/3 of the daily fat intake your body requires. If you double or triple that amount, your body has to work overtime to digest it, leaving you feeling bloated, uncomfortable, and sometimes even gaining weight despite eating healthy. Many people also experience mild digestive upset or fatigue, especially if they are taking medication for their stomach or liver. The fix is simple. Treat walnuts as a nutritional supplement, not a main dish. Eat them slowly, chew them well, and limit yourself to about 7 halves a day. The best time to enjoy them is in the mid-afternoon, paired with a few apple slices or a spoonful of Greek yogurt to help digestion and nutrient absorption. And remember, this moderation is not boring, it is how your body works smarter. Mistake number 2, eating at the wrong time when healthy food interferes with your medicine. I once had a patient named Richard, 72 years old, who made it a habit to eat a handful of walnuts right after taking his morning medication. He believed that adding some healthy fat would help the medicine absorb better. But a few weeks later, his lab results showed that his heart medication was working far less effectively, even though he had not missed a single dose. That was when I had to explain the problem was not the medicine, it was his timing. Walnuts are rich in healthy fats and natural fiber, both excellent for your health, but they can slow down medication absorption, sometimes by as much as 2 hours. If you take thyroid blood pressure or heart medication and then eat walnuts immediately afterward, the medicine can get stuck in your stomach longer than it should, reducing or delaying its effect. This becomes even more important for older adults, since the body processes medication more slowly with age. Even small timing mistakes can make a big difference. Here is how to fix it. Eat walnuts at least 2 hours after taking your medicine once your stomach has settled. Avoid eating them late at night or before bedtime, since slower nighttime digestion can cause bloating, acid reflux, or mild insomnia. The golden hour for people over 60 is the mid-afternoon between 2 and 3 o'clock, when energy starts to dip and the body is ready to absorb nutrients more efficiently. Think of each serving of walnuts as a mini-meal, not a midnight snack. Do not treat walnuts like a casual bite, treat them like a small, intentional meal for your health. Mistake number 3. Mixing walnuts with the wrong foods or supplements. Not everything that is good for your heart should be combined all at once. I remember one patient, Eleanor, 69 years old, who proudly told me about her perfectly balanced diet: walnuts every morning, salmon for lunch, and a fish oil capsule at night. It all sounded great, until she started noticing unexplained bruises and that her small cuts took much longer to stop bleeding. Her blood test showed that her omega-3 levels were well above the healthy range. The issue was not in any one food, it was in how they were combined. A review from the National Institutes of Health found that taking in too much omega-3 at once from walnuts, oily fish, and fish oil supplements can increase bleeding risk by up to 40%. This is especially important if you are already taking blood thinners or daily aspirin. And there is another hidden issue. Compounds called tannins and phytates found in walnuts can block up to 60% of iron absorption when eaten together with iron-rich foods or supplements. That can be a real problem for older adults who are already prone to anemia or taking iron pills in the morning. Here is the easy solution. If you take fish oil or blood-thinning medication, limit your walnut intake to 3 to 4 halves per day. Do not eat walnuts with or right after an iron supplement. Give your body at least 2 hours in between to absorb both properly. Even the healthiest fats can turn risky when mixed the wrong way. Not everything that is good should be used together. Even healthy nutrients need boundaries to do their job right. Simple fix. If you are taking fish oil, eating salmon, or using blood-thinning medication, limit your walnut intake to around 3 to 4 halves per day. Do not eat walnuts together with or right after taking an iron supplement. Give your body at least 2 hours between the two so it can absorb nutrients properly. Remember, even good fats can become difficult for your body when mixed the wrong way. Not everything that is good should be used together. Even the healthiest nutrients need boundaries to bring out their full benefits. Mistake number 4. Storing walnuts the wrong way, when a healthy food turns into a hidden source of inflammation. Have you ever opened an old jar of walnuts and noticed a sharp smell, almost like paint or spoiled oil? If so, you may have. I just met one of the silent enemies of your health: oxidized walnuts. I still remember one of my patients, Linda, 74 years old. She brought a bag of walnuts she had bought from a supermarket and told me I eat them every day, but the more I eat, the worse my digestion gets, and I even start having mild headaches. When I checked, I only needed one sniff to know the nuts had gone rancid, even though they looked perfectly fine on the outside. Research published in the Journal of Food Chemistry found that more than 90% of walnuts sold in supermarkets begin to oxidize within just 3 months. When stored at room temperature around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 21 degrees Celsius. The reason lies in the structure of the walnut itself. It is rich in unsaturated fats, which are fantastic for heart health but extremely delicate when exposed to heat, light, or air. Once those fats break down, they create compounds called aldehydes and peroxides, which can trigger inflammation inside the body, cause bloating, digestive issues, and even long-term cardiovascular problems if consumed frequently. The fix is simple. Only buy small amounts, enough for 3 to 4 weeks. Keep them in an airtight glass jar, not in plastic containers or thin bags. Store them in the refrigerator or freezer. The cold temperature keeps them fresh and flavorful for up to 1 year. And most importantly, keep them away from direct sunlight or kitchen heat. The easiest way to know if your walnuts are still good is by smelling them. Fresh walnuts have a mild, nutty aroma like wood or chestnuts. Rancid ones smell bitter or like paint thinner. That is your sign to throw them away immediately. Always remember this: fresh walnuts smell like nature. Spoiled ones smell like a repair shop. Mistake number 5. Ignoring allergies and cross-contamination. When the body speaks but we do not listen. Many people think food allergies only happen in children. But what few realize is that allergies can appear at any age, even after 60. I once had a patient named George, 71 years old, who absolutely loved nuts. He ate walnuts almost every day for 5 years. Then one day his mouth started to feel itchy. His skin developed small red patches around his neck, and he felt a bit bloated after eating. He thought it was just normal aging and ignored it. A few months later, those reactions worsened, swelling of the lips and mild shortness of breath. And that was when he finally understood that his body had been trying to warn him. According to a 2022 study published in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology, the number of adults developing new nut allergies increases by about 12% each year, and walnuts are among the top triggers. There is also another overlooked risk called cross-contamination. Around 95% of walnut products on the market are processed in facilities that also handle peanuts, cashews, or almonds. For people with even mild sensitivities, a tiny trace of another nut can be enough to cause a reaction. Here is how to stay safe. When starting out, eat only 2 to 3 halves per day during the first week and watch how your body reacts. If you notice any unusual symptoms, itching, rashes, nausea, slight swelling, or digestive discomfort, stop immediately and consult your doctor. Always check product labels carefully, especially the small print that says may contain traces of other nuts. And above all, never ignore the whispers of your body. The body always whispers before it screams, and if you listen early, you can prevent something serious from happening. The Smart Walnut Routine. Now that you know what to avoid, let me show you how to make this small nut truly work for you. A simple daily habit that can transform your heart health and memory for years to come. I like to call this the 7 golden halves a day routine. It is not complicated, and it does not require a strict diet, just the right timing, the right method, and consistency. Best time to eat mid-afternoon between 2 and 3 o'clock. This is when your body absorbs healthy fats most efficiently without interfering with your medication or sleep. Eat about 7 halves of walnuts, along with a few slices of fresh apple or 1 spoonful of Greek yogurt. This combination helps balance blood sugar and supports gentle digestion. In the morning, if you take medications for heart disease, thyroid, or blood pressure, avoid eating walnuts immediately afterward. Your body needs at least 2 hours for the medicine to fully take effect before processing the fats from the nuts. In the evening, avoid eating walnuts together with oily fish or fish oil supplements, as this overloads your body with omega-3 fats at once, something that sounds healthy but can actually throw off your balance. A small but valuable tip: lightly toast the walnuts for about 5 minutes before eating. The gentle heat enhances their aroma and makes their nutrients easier to absorb by breaking down a thin natural enzyme layer. According to research from the Harvard School of Public Health, older adults who eat nuts, especially walnuts, at least 5 times per week have a 20% lower risk of heart disease and maintain sharper memory over time. So do not aim for perfection, just consistency. You do not need to eat a lot, you just need to eat smart. 1 small handful each day at the right time and in the right way can nourish your heart and brain for years to come. Closing the loop. So we have gone through the 5 most common mistakes older adults make when eating walnuts. Eating too many at once, eating at the wrong time, combining them poorly with other foods or supplements, storing them incorrectly, and ignoring the body's early warning signs. But the most important message I want you to remember today is not in that list. It is the truth behind it. Health after 60 is not about perfection. It is about awareness and small daily wins repeated with understanding and patience. When you learn to listen to your body, eat at the right time, and keep up your 7 golden halves routine every day, walnuts and any other healthy food become your allies, not your worries. I truly believe that healthy aging is not a race. It is a journey of mindfulness and self-care, one day at a time. If today's message helped you recognize even one small mistake you have been making, then this video has done its job. And if you found this useful, share it with your friends or loved ones who are also trying to take care of their health. You never know, one small share from you might help someone else avoid a much bigger problem. And do not go anywhere just yet. In next week's video, we will uncover 5 dangerous mistakes people make with avocados. And trust me, You will be surprised by what you learn. Until then, stay healthy, stay positive, and remember, you cannot control your age, but you can control how you nourish your body every single day.